Buddy. Whoop. That setting got changed. There we go. Sorry, I was hearing myself. Good crafternoon, you guys. I'm Heavenly Hedgehog. Welcome to the stream. Good crafternoon is where we just hang out, work on something. Today, I'm gonna finish this Mozu wand in time for the gigantic cosplay stream tonight. So, wish me luck. I got a bit of work to do still. It's not like I haven't done anything since the last stream. I did. I promise I worked since then. I'm just not as quick as I'd like to be sometimes. Alright, so since last time I got all my edges filled out with wood filler. This is fixed, but not entirely secure. If I was going to be using this for an actual cosplay, I would likely have cut it off and re-glued it completely. But because it's likely just going to end up sitting back there, oh well. You gotta pick your battles. And this is not an important battle for me right now, so I don't mind it. So, once again, I need to... No, this side's might be okay. Got my handy dandy 100 grit sandpaper, and we're just gonna go for it. I was so sad last night when I had to cancel my stream because I just couldn't fix that flickering problem that it was having. Apparently it's something to do with my graphics card. It's a known issue, which is a pain in the ass because Transistor is beautiful and I really wanted to play it with you guys. I did keep playing a bit afterwards. A bit, like another hour or two. I couldn't help myself. It was too perfect. It was too perfect. And if you were with me on Sunday when we talked about Transistor for the first cosplay hunt, yes, I am actually still thinking about how to turn it into armor. I haven't stopped. Look what you guys started. So right now I'm trying to balance getting a nice finish with speed. Because I have to finish this in time for the stream tonight. Because I know Timber's about done, and I don't know that she has enough left to stretch it into another stream. And I'm ready to move on to something new too. So as long as I don't slack off this afternoon, I can do it. I know I can. By the way, if you've got something you're working on right now, please let me know. I want to hear about it. Ooh, yeah, it's looking nice. Let's see if I can show it off to you. See, nice and pointy right there. Right there. But yeah, I had to keep playing. I think largely due to the narrator, to the guy who voices the sword, because he's got such a nice voice. And then I got to the part where he started fading, and he was getting all like sounding like he was disappearing and it broke my heart and I just couldn't stop. I couldn't stop, you guys. I wanted to save it so I could try again for next time, but I'm not done yet, so maybe I'll stream it again so that I can finish it. But it was too perfect to stop. I just couldn't. And I was reading through some articles about the game. An interview with the creative director. What was his name again? I know I've got it written down somewhere. Greg Casavin. And they talked about how they had these two characters, and one has, you know, her body but no voice, and the other is just a voice. And I'm just like, oh my god, it's perfect. They complete each other. Because I hadn't realized it consciously yet, that that's what it was. And isn't that beautiful? Beautiful. I'm also a huge fan of how they made the guy the voice and not the girl. I feel like other game studios would have swapped it around. So that they could have a male protagonist to appeal more to a masculine audience. So it makes me so happy that Supergiant Games didn't. That they went with the way they did, with Red as your playable character, and the mystery guy and the sword as the narrator. And I'm still waiting for when more of his information is going to get filled in, if at all. It's just too perfect, you guys. I've got my dogs distracted with dental treats. I can hear them chewing. Oh, hi Jacob! Thank you for the host! How are you doing this afternoon? Crafternoon, rather. Excuse me. Have you made any more progress on that armor? Getting into these little tiny bits right here is such a pain. But I just couldn't get it smooth with my tools. Sadly. Yep, you're just painting today? Painting is important. I think we're nearly done with this little bit right here. If you haven't, you should go check him out. Jacob is working on some Leaf Man armor from the animated movie Epic, which the story wasn't so great, but the character design is pretty cool. And sometimes that's what matters. Alright, so we'll be painting tonight, Jacob? Sounds good. We'll see when you're streaming. If I'm not doing gigantic cosplay or recovering afterwards, then maybe I'll come and say hi. I got my airbrush paints yesterday, and so tonight we're just gonna do it. I'm not so good with the airbrush yet. I've only used it a little bit. This is not looking the way I want it to right now. But I think it'll be good for me to practice painting something with more detail than just a broad suit of armor. And by broad, I mean just no like little fiddly bit details. Just lots of big spaces that need filling. And don't do what I'm doing right now. Brace your stuff on a table. It's more stable that way. Be smart. Do as I say and not as I do. There we go. Sorry, I tried to fiddle with the white balance, but I don't know what's going on. It just ended up turning really yellow. Maybe the exposure? Would that help? I don't know. It's not letting me move it. There we go. There, now you can see it. Ta-da! Sort of. Alright, I think that might be a good balance. I look less like a vampire. And I think that you can see some of the details here. Nope, lost it. There we go. Thank you, Jacob. I think it's looking all right too. I would say it's not perfect, but what is? And as I keep saying, for cosplay, you have to accept you're making this by hand. It's not going to be perfect. There's always going to be something that you just hate. And you need to learn to work past it or ignore it until you get everything together and realize, oh, it's not that bad. Hey, puppies, be good. I know it's hard to fight those perfectionist urges. My cats must be baiting my dogs again. Ugh. And you know what's sad about being a perfectionist? I feel like the better you get at something, the more you hate what you do. Like, not that you hate it, but like, the more you see the little flaws. Alright, I feel like it's just too dark right now. There we go, let's stick there. I know, right? You get it, Jacob. You get it. But yeah, the better you get, the more you see the problems, the more you're like, no, it's not good enough yet. I remember from when I started, I was just like, oh, this is amazing. I did such a good job. And the next year, it's like, oh, it's crap. And that's how it goes. Although I kind of feel like, as someone, whenever you're doing something creative, at the very least, you can't keep loving something you've made. At some point, you're going to look at it, and you're going to hate it. And that's how you grow. If you are 100% happy with everything you make all of the time, you've got nowhere to push. You've got nowhere to improve. So, it's a hard balance. It's hard making things. And it's not like you completely hate something. Like, you can look at something you've made and see the flaws and still go, but I did a pretty great job. But you have to see those flaws if you're gonna get better. You get it, Jacob. You get it. Of course, you're an artist too. You know. You know. And I'm sure it goes for other things too. I mean, probably in anything, you're never going to grow if you're completely happy with where you are. Just make sure you don't get too caught up in the flaws. You also have to see your good points too. You have to look at something and say, I improved. I did a great job right there. I can probably do a little better next time, but this, I did great. That's crap. You gotta find that balance for yourself. Just make sure that you don't get yourself so caught up in the flaws that you give up. Because I don't want that for you. I want you to keep pushing yourself. You know what would be really handy right now? A sanding stick. There you go, guys. Look at that. So I do still have some bits that I'm going to need to fill in. But luckily the wood filler dries pretty quick. And I just need 1 hour before the stream to apply my primer. So I think I can do it. Ah, this one's even bumpier than the last one. Why? Alright, let's do this. Thanks, Jacob. But yeah, ideally this would have taken only a few days, maybe a week, depending on how much else I had going on and how sick of it I got. This would not be a month-long project. Alright, I think I'm just going to have to put a little bit more wood filler in there to smooth it out. So if I was actually cosplaying Mozu and I had to make all of her wands, I would probably make sure that I was on the same step for everything so that I don't finish a wand and then go back and work on the next one. You know, I would have carved them all out of the styrofoam at the same time and then coated them all with glue at the same time, coated them all with wood filler at the same time, and then sanded them all at the same time so that I could then paint them all at the same time. For me, at least, I find it helpful to group things up like that so you're not having to go back and forth between techniques. And, you know, when you're in the styrofoam carving zone, why not just keep going? Don't leave the zone if you don't have to. Alright, let's move on from that bit. I think I need some new sandpaper. And I'll put that off a little bit longer. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the butt. Yep, I'm going to be covered in wood filler again by the time this is over. I did say earlier to brace on the table. I'm not doing that right now because I need to spin it. And this whole middle chunk is keeping me from doing that on the table. When you're standing like this, make sure you don't stay in one spot you know, for a long time, you want to keep rotating so that everything stays fairly even. It can be really easy to kind of get caught up in one small portion and then realize you sanded it too far and now you have to fill it in and start over again. Same thing goes with painting. Don't get too caught up with, you know, 1 square inch and then realize that it looks entirely different from the rest of the piece. That's not looking too bad. There you go. See if you can see it here. So I sanded this part and I still have to sand this part. Will it focus? I don't know. I'm really looking forward to painting tonight, but it's gonna be largely up to Timber to kind of keep the stream going because I'm going to have an air compressor on and I'm probably not going to be able to talk very much because I'm also going to have a respirator on. Well, not a respirator, yeah, breathing mask, I don't know. Because I'm going to be working with aerosolized paint and I don't want to breathe that in. Don't underestimate the value of personal protective equipment, you guys. It's there for a reason, and it's called personal protective equipment for a reason. Stuff like airbrushes and spray paint and resins, they should all come with a guide somewhere, whether it's written on the box or a whole big pamphlet that comes separately, for kind of what kind of protective equipment you should use. How to store stuff, how to dispose of stuff, what you should be aware of. Read it at least once so that you know what you're dealing with. And then decide from there, you know, how much you want to do. I recommend using your protective equipment, especially for your eyes and for your, you know, for your lungs. You don't want to breathe in a whole bunch of shit. And your eyes are important. Not that your lungs aren't important either. They are. The lungs are probably more important. Those keep you alive. The eyes help you enjoy the world. So, But too many people do not take their own personal safety into account. Sorry, I'm having trouble speaking because I'm so distracted by how my nose is trying to kill me. My allergies have been awful lately. Ugh. But yeah, too many people don't take their own personal safety into account when cosplaying. But yeah, you guys, between El Nino for 2 months and the heat wave, everything is blooming right now, and my nose has been trying to murder me. Like, literally, I've choked a few times now on my own snot. It's disgusting. But, ugh. I'm on 3 different kinds of allergy medication, and I still can't breathe through my nose. By the way, guys, ideally right now, you should probably be wearing a dust mask. Speaking of personal protective equipment. Not too shabby. looking forward to seeing how Timber's doing with the Mozu hat tonight. She was sick last week. So sick, poor Timber. But it seems she's doing better now. Which is always good. It would also help if I could keep this over the table while I'm sanding and not over my lap. Oh, common sense. Why must you leave me? Okay. I'm going to need to go back in with a little bit of filler there too. Oh, that's right. There's something on here. Oh, thank you for the follow, Devilbaka Art. Devilbaka Art. Sorry, I can say your name properly. I hope you're having a good crafternoon. I know I am. There we go. There you see, guys? Nice and smooth there now. Like I said, I do have a few places I need to fill in a little bit more, like these corners up here to get them nice and pointy. And then a few little spots on here that are just not level, and I don't want to sand down that far. But we'll worry about that later. It's going to be a quick patch and sand job. One thing I have been avoiding is dealing with this. I still have not built that up. Oh, I should do that. I should do that now. Come on. I need to stop being so lame. So I've got my wood filler. Hopefully it's not too... Okay, I think this should be doable. I do think, however, this is the wrong tool. I think this is a better size. A little bit more control. Actually, what may need to happen first is I need to wipe this down with a damp paper towel. I'm gonna go get a little bit of water. I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, I am back. Get my blankie. And I'm moving the water off of my work table because I know that I am going to knock it over. It's a fact. There, that would have knocked it over right there. So I have been having some issues with getting the wood filler to stick to itself once the previous layer has dried. So I'm going to try just taking a damp paper towel. Not wet, just damp. See if we can't wipe some of that dust off for a better surface. Because it's kind of a pain in the ass when things don't stick where they're supposed to stick. Puppies, what you barking at? The cat's probably doing something. One of the cats, or both of the cats. They're cats, they do that. wipe this down. Now, I think I should put in my little patches over here first. Oh, that is sticking much better. So there you have it, guys. Wipe down your wood filler with a damp paper towel, and you should be in business for your next layer. So did anyone see Deadpool this weekend? We did. It was amazing. If you did, tell me what you thought. If you didn't, you should go see it. It was so good. It was so very Deadpool. That's all I can really think. It's just, it was so much in the spirit of Deadpool. It felt so right. Take a look at this, you guys. See how nice that's sticking now? Look at that point. That is a sharp point. I'm quite pleased. Now the trick is going to be not accidentally smashing it. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, my nose is so stuffy. Sorry about all the sniffling. I just can't help it. This is working so nicely. I don't know if it's a different wood filler, but I know that dampening the previous layer helped a lot. There you go. Another nice point right there. Babies, be good. Let's get this last corner on the end. It just needs a smidge. remember to wipe your tools off regularly. Get that dried shit off. Hello there, Cytobe. How are you doing this afternoon? There you go. Nice and pointy. I got some good edges on that one. Maybe I should have started with this wood filler. On your lunch break? Awesome. Lunch is good. I sort of had lunch. I'm going to be hungry in about an hour though. Babies! 7 shakes, come! Good boy, honey. Good boy. Yeah. Yeah. 7! She did not come. I am working on Mozu's wand from the game Gigantic. I've been working on it over on the Twitch channel Gigantic Cosplay. I am finishing it up right now. Well, trying to get it finished up right now so that I can paint it on stream tonight. I'm not quite ready, but we're getting there. This is a styrofoam base. I just use florist foam, the green stuff, which you can get from Michael's or Joann's or pretty much any hobby store. Make sure you get the green and not the white. The white stuff doesn't hold its shape as well. It's not as sturdy and it doesn't sand as nice. Coated it with Mod Podge and coating it with wood filler right now to get everything all sharpened up and flattened out. And like I said, I will be finishing it up tonight over on Gigantic Cosplay at 7 p.m. In Timber, we'll be finishing up Mozu's hat. And if you haven't heard of Gigantic yet, you can check it out at gogigantic.com. It's kind of a 5-on-5 arena game. The character designs are gorgeous and it's a lot of fun. It's in closed beta right now, but I know that a lot of streamers are giving out keys, so you can always go check them out. No, lost my bit. I haven't tried the insulation foam. I started off with the florist foam because I knew where to get it. I knew where to find it. And it's pretty easy. Like I said, it's fairly sturdy, holds shapes well, and it's fairly cheap too. I know Joann's always has coupons going. I pretty much don't buy anything without a coupon. But I know that I've seen people who use insulation foam. I imagine the insulation foam would be better for larger projects. Because it probably comes in a bigger block. Man, I don't know if it's because we let this stuff dry out part way, but it is great for filling stuff. Doesn't look like a lot of fun, the insulation foam. I imagine it's difficult to work with. It might be harder than the florist foam, since it's meant to insulate houses after all. I mean, it's gotta be sturdy. Alright, let's deal with this. I have lost all definition in this little square right in here. If you don't want to try insulation foam, you could always take a look at EVA foam. I use the floor mats that you can get at any hardware store for all of our armor. and for a few weapons as well. It's lightweight and pretty resilient. And cheap. Cheap is always good. I put too much in. Too much. Alright. Let's dig out the middle there again. So have you guys been watching anything good on whatever television programs you use? I know that we watch everything on like Crunchyroll, Netflix, Hulu. And we just discovered that there's a season 2 of Assassination Classroom. And we got all caught up. I was so excited. I love Assassination Classroom. We also started watching iZombie, which is better than I thought it would be, because I don't handle zombies well. Well, so far it's better than I thought it would be. If it turns into a zombie movie later on, I'm going to have a different opinion. Hi, Blue Battlehawk. Hope you're having a good crafternoon. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I haven't watched that. I know my brother was really into it, but I haven't watched it myself. I'll admit I have a hard time with comedies because I get aggravated. I'm just like, no! Nobody would do that in real life! Why are you doing that? My husband's been into Cooper Barrett's Guide to something or other. And I have to have something else to do while he's watching it because I can't focus on it. I get so upset. Alright, maybe we'll check out Always Sunny. I have heard good things about it. I may need to have something to read while watching it, though. I get so aggravated. That's why I can't watch romantic comedies either. I'm just like, no, you're an idiot. Why would you ever do that? Thank you for the host, Blue Battlehawk. I am happy to see you back again. Man, this wood filler is smoothing so nice. Man, I don't know if it's just a different one, because it's the same brand. It's also made by Elmer's, but this one kind of dried out a little bit. So I don't know if that's playing a part in how it's applying. Here. Let's see, what else am I watching lately? Watched a few episodes of Lucifer, where I am entertained, but I have a problem with that. It's the same problem I have with iZombie, which is the same problem I have with all of those kinds of like procedural shows. Yep, the wood filler smooths everything out because the styrofoam is bumpy. And it's not good for being precise. So the wood filler helps fill in that styrofoam texture. Let's see if I can show off any of that right there. So you can see a bit of the green coming through right there. So it filled in all the holes with the wood filler, and then I'm building up and filling in any mistakes I made with the wood filler as well. Because you can't really build the styrofoam, and you don't want to end up with like bumpy prop if it's not supposed to look like that. So wood filler, it's awesome. If you're working in resin or something like that, you'll probably want to take a look at Bondo, but that's a bit hardcore for styrofoam. I find the wood filler works just fine. It can be a little delicate. We did discover with our portal guns that if you do drop it just right, it can crack like an egg. But in general, you should be pretty careful with your props anyway. You put a lot of work into them. Where was I? I lost my spot. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, my basic problem with all those cop type shows is just like, nobody would allow some random person to just tag along with a cop on investigations, right? It seems really unprofessional. But again, that's the part of me that gets aggravated with comedies speaking up. Sometimes I have a hard time accepting it's just for entertainment. It doesn't need to be real. And then I watch anime, I'm like, what? This guy can jump 10 feet in the air? Yeah, sure. Fine. I'll believe that. Oh, I cannot wait for the next episode of Haikyuu this weekend. They're fighting the team that beat them! I hope they win. I feel like they might. I feel like they'll win. But it's Haikyuu, you never know. If you don't know what Haikyuu is, you can watch it on Crunchyroll. It's a volleyball anime. It's really good. And I say that as a person who doesn't typically like sports stuff. It's really good. Let's get another bit in here. Missed a spot over here. And I am being more nitpicky than I should right now. I know it, and I don't care enough to stop myself. And a little more right here. By the way, I will be starting up an Instagram so I can post all the progress photos from this and the sketches we did on Sunday. I just haven't done it yet because I'm lazy. Alright. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that looking sharp? Yeah. Alright, I'm not dying on that hill. Let's move on. For many things in life and cosplay, you have to pick the hill you're going to die on. You have to take a look at something and say, is this worth it? Is this the thing that I want to fight right now? Or fight for? And just be like, maybe not. Maybe not. And that goes hand in hand with the thing I mentioned last time with finding your stopping point. Knowing when enough is enough and it's time to move on. Don't switch that. I'm just filling in a couple of depressions right here because it'll be too far to sand it down. It's just going to ruin everything if I try. So we'll just build it up again. Cleaning off my tool. And just a little bit more right there. Alright. And there are a bunch of divots in this one. Boo. Oh, come now. There we go. Sorry, I'm focusing. And if you have any more questions, please do ask. I'm more than happy to answer. Whether it's about what I'm working on right now, or if maybe you're looking for another perspective on something you're working on, or if you need some recommendations for where to look to get into something like armor. Anything cosplay related. I'm happy to talk about it. Or, you know, games I play, games you play, TV shows, movies. There we go. Let's take a look at how that top line is. A little bit right there. I am being so more picky than so much more picky than I should be at this stage, by the way. Considering this has to be ready for paint tonight. Alright, looking good. Let's move on. A little bit more water on my paper towel. Now to build this up. Because it's not round. And it's never going to be round because circles are hard. Circles are very hard. Especially if you don't have a lathe or something like that. Lathe? I don't know how you pronounce it. Where you can just carve it out as it's spinning. Let me tell you, that would have been so handy for this wand. Oof. Also for sword hilts. I would have so many power tools, you guys, if I had the space or the money. Alright, I have to be a bit more gentle with this. I am trying to be too speedy. That's only gonna bite me in the butt. No! This piece keeps coming off! Up so I could sand it down. This wood filler feels so much more like clay, and I am loving it. I miss working with clay. It's been too long. So you can see just, maybe you can see. Let's move this down. Just building that up right now so that we get something a bit more circular in shape in the end. Like I said, I'm not worrying too much because I am going to be sanding the hell out of it later. Just trying to make sure that I have something to sand. Nice and smooth. Man, what is the difference between this filler and the other one? I don't know. Other than the color, I don't know. It's a mystery. Wood filler stuck to it. Boo. I didn't clean it off well enough last time. It's my own damn fault. For another installment of Do As I Say and Not As I Do, make sure you clean your tools and your brushes properly after you use them. Don't wait a day. Don't wait an hour. Clean them after you use them. It'll be better for you in the long run. They'll last longer. It'll be easier to clean. Yeah. It doesn't want to come off. I'm just gonna keep slapping it on. And sometimes it's better to use your fingers than use a tool. Your hands are the original tool, after all. Yo-ho, I want you to stick. So what's everyone up to right now? I know Sida B was on lunch. What's everyone else doing? Oh, this might not stick. Oh, no! Nah. Leaving work? So you're gonna go home and paint then? I think my husband just got home. Ugh, why isn't this working? It's because I put on too much at once, that's why it's not working. It's always a good time of the day though, Jacob. Getting to go home. That's always nice. Oh, I am just making this worse. I swear. Hi!
Hi.
Oh my god. You see what just keeps happening? See that? Just does not want to stay right now. Oh, and I smushed this side. Awesome. Well, it's not like I actually need to build up right there anyway.
How's it going?
It's going.
Alright.
Wood filler's giving me a bit of a hard time right now. Welcome home.
Welcome home.
We may need need to turn things so that I can't see your computer.
Your webcam has enough to see this, then I'm impressed.
Yeah, I don't think it does. We should eat lunch, by the way.
I know.
Alright. Come on. There we go. So, just trying to build up this circle right here so that it's more circular. With varying degrees of success. Puppies, you're so happy now. You're so happy now. Alright, so we'll leave that bit to dry so that I can move on to the other half without smashing all that. Hopefully it sticks. Feels a little bit loose, but it might work as it dries. It might be okay. That off. Okay. I'm gonna get a new piece of sandpaper. That one is getting kind of worn out. No, I missed, whatever. Good enough. It's just sandpaper. And I like to fold it so that I have this side right here to get into little details, any little creases like along this edge right here. And sorry if someone doesn't like the sound of sandpaper. This is not the stream for you at this moment in time. Oh, being careful with that end. I don't want to snap the tip of the wand again. Ugh, that's being a pain in the ass. I don't feel like dealing with it right now, so we'll move. Just getting a little bit of sanding done in there. This edge right there. How far do I need to turn down this exposure for you to be able to see it? Alright, alright. Well, good luck with your painting tonight, Jacob. That armor is looking pretty great. Alright, I haven't smashed these little corners yet. Awesome. Alright, looks like I've got a bit I need to fill in right there. Or sand down more, I can't decide yet. I hate it when something is at an awkward angle to get to. It's times like this that I wish I was also ambidextrous. Ambidextrous, I can say the word properly. Because sometimes it would be easier if I could just get in there with my left hand. But my left hand is gimpy. It doesn't have the dexterity and coordination needed. Inside here. Is she being adorable? She's adorable.
Do you mind if I open the window?
Go for it. Although,
Is this going to kill your lighting?
it's gonna kill my nose.
Does that kill your lighting?
Oh wow, that's bright. Okay, that might be okay.
I can do something like this.
I'm just very backlit now. That's alright, yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, we're in the middle of a heat wave right now. Like 80 degrees in February. It's ridiculous.
California.
Yep, California. There you are. Sanded this and in there. You can see how bumpy that is now. And how smooth that looks up there. I need to sand a lot faster than I'm sanding right now. Okay.
Do you want to take a drink?
Yes, please. Thank you. Make sure I'm not smashing the points. So who's been playing a good game lately, huh? Tell me. I want to know if it's something I want to play too. You can't see what I'm going about. Let me do this. Ah! I ruined it. It's not working the way I wanted to. If I need to, I'll just say screw it and tear all that wood filler off. It doesn't matter. Again, pick the hill you're gonna die on. I don't think this is that hill. I know I'm looking forward to playing some more Transistor, either on stream or off, I don't know yet. This hit's just so perfect. Oh, it's just so perfect. From the music to the narration and the art style, oh, I love it. Edge is so hard to get into. As good as it's getting for right now. There. This corner's looking a lot sharper now compared to over here. Damn it. All right, moving on. That's all wonky. Ooh, I got wood filler in my mouth again. Not entirely sure how to sand this bit. We'll figure it out. Ah, damn it. I just snapped the handle. I am on a roll today. I had thought for sure that was thick enough it wouldn't snap. Damn it. We'll see if there's still a wand to paint by the time tonight comes around. it's all wobbly now. God damn it. The destroyer of things. I don't think this edge is ever gonna come up though. Did I seriously just... You guys, I am breaking everything. Sorry if I'm not talking so much. I'm trying not to ruin anything else for right now. For some reason, I just got the old theme for Speed Racer stuck in my head. I don't know where that came from. Do this. We had some minor setbacks. I can glue the handle back together and reinforce it with more wood filler. I have to fill in that gouge I made anyway and some stuff around it, so that's not a big deal. Everything is going to be okay. It's not the end of the world quite yet. Now, when I ruined my Ashling wig, that was the end of the world. Oh, so many tears. But this, crack in the handle, that's not tear-worthy. There, take a look at that right there, you guys. Nice and smooth. Not quite level, but who gives a shit? Not me. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Not me. I'm being very careful with this hand right now, staying above the break. Just spinning it constantly so that I don't get any uneven bits. good. But yeah, stuff like this. This is where lathe would be nice. Yeah, just make this part out of wood. It would have been spectacular. I just don't have that machinery available to me right now. Not too bad. There, see? Nice and smooth. For the most part. I gotta fill in a little bit up on the top right here and then just a couple little divots. But, looking good. Just trying to even that top out a little bit more. Good for now. Alright, now for the really delicate part. Just remember, I did snap this, I think last time. So, to be extra careful this time around. Deep breath. I'm not going to break it again. I hope. I do really wish I'd figured out where I put my sanding stick. Oh, I put this on thick right here. This is going to take a little while. And again, any questions you have, feel free to ask. Alright. What to do? Yep, that's still wobbly. This is going to take a little while. Oh man, it's already 2:45. Jeez. Time flies. I just don't even know what to do with this part right now. I just don't. I built it up too much with the wood filler, and now it's too wobbly to handle well. doing my very best to brace this with my left hand without getting my fingers in the way of the sandpaper. Making some progress. Not very fast, but we're doing it. I have got so much wood filler in my hair right now, I bet. I should have pinned it back, but I didn't. See that cloud of dust? It's so funny. I'm sitting here, I'm standing, going like, it's not doing anything. The next second I look, I'm like, oh, it's all smooth now. Yay! When did that happen? Just gotta be patient. That is one of my big flaws. I am not a patient person. My left hand's gonna get a cramp before I finish this little bead. My nail. Don't wear nail polish if you're using sandpaper. It's not going to stay on. I think I built this up too much. Hi. Oh, thank you. Stay hydrated. It's something I'm very bad at. Yeah. Oh, they're in jerky mode?
Yeah.
I love it when they're in jerky mode. Is she making her little alligator snaps?
No, she's saying please.
She's saying please? Oh. The dogs are convinced they would love some jerky. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I snapped the handle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wasn't careful enough.
Where'd you snap it?
About there. I haven't dealt with it yet. I am so afraid I'm going to snap this tip off again. Although it might be for the best. Yeah, it's broken. That's broken. Okay, I won't.
Okay.
I won't. I just want to cut it off and glue it back on later. And put a pin in there or something to help it stay stable. I don't think I got enough glue in when I repaired it last time. It helps to have a voice of reason with you if you're cosplaying, by the way. Someone who can talk you down when you get into that rage. The "it's not working" rage. But no, I seriously think this is going to come off. I am just annoyed with everything right now. All this wobbling. No, it's broken. It's broken. Where's my box cutter? I don't know where it went. Oh, you need me to mute stuff?
Sorry, bud. This is probably a, yeah.
Alright. I'm just... Have I been on mute this whole time?
Have you?
You guys, have I been on mute this whole time? Seriously? How long have I been muted? I don't know.
Did you beat yourself when I got home?
I don't know. I don't know when I muted it. I don't know if I've been muted from the beginning. But people have been responding to me.
Mm-hmm.
How long have I been muted? Oh no. This is not my day. This is not my day, honey. The box cutter is right in front of me.
What?
The box cutter is right in front of me. I was looking for it, and it's directly in my field of vision. Yeah, because this is just, it's coming apart. We'll glue this back on a little bit. I don't know how long I've been muted. Like such a failure.
Okay, you're okay.
What if it's been, or it hasn't been muted for 2 hours because people were responding. So it hasn't been muted for 2 hours. I don't know how long it's been muted. And that is going to bug me until I find out. And then I'll just be sad. Right. So, there. Just smoothing that out, reducing the lip that I've got down here because I built that up too much. Being sad because I'm an idiot. That's what we're doing.
No.
Okay, thank you. Oh, hi, Seven. What do you think you're getting? No one can see you. You're behind the logo. Yeah, you know what I need right now? You know what I need? I need a puppy cuddle.
Seven.
Seven?
Seven.
Who's my little girl? Oh, there's my puppy. There's my puppy. This is important too, you guys. This is important too. There's my good girl. Yeah, I know you hate being held. You do. Yeah, you do. Oh, Shanks, what you doing? You saying hi? You saying hi?
Me too. There's nothing left out.
Alright, Seven, one more hug. One more hug. Okay, I'll put you down now. She's so mad.
No.
She's so mad.
No. I don't want anymore.
Alright, now that we're recharged a little bit, let's keep sanding.
I like that.
She's mostly just looking for jerky still.
Yep.
I'm getting so tired of sanding this thing. I just want to play video games with you. Don't forget, on Friday, we're going to be having another Friday Night Hedgehog Hangout. We're probably going to be playing Gigantic again. If you want to join my crew, let me know. See if we can't get organized and win a few matches. Ow!
What?
I sanded my finger.
Oh.
I did it again. I am just the worst right now. You guys, if I wasn't streaming right now, and if I didn't have to have this be done, I would just go watch anime or something instead of doing this right now. That is 100% the truth. I would just quit for now. Maybe make you finish sanding it. But I need to have it done. Alright, one more right here. Go. Nah. Bit smoother, so I'm going to fill in the little divots and I'm going to bring this edge down because I just haven't been able to sand it down enough. A little bit more wet on my paper towel. To do the wood filler again. Too much. There's one thing I learned from that part right there. Little bits of wood filler. And again, just being kind of quick about this. I'm ready to move on. Alright. Let's see, you can't see shit right there. So, here. got that edge smoothed out and brought down more. Now we'll look at the other side. It's like I forgot how to hold this. Almost. I keep forgetting to blink. There you go. And just a little bit around this edge here. I think it's starting to dry out. The wood filler's not sticking quite so nicely. Alright, done with the bead. Now just need to fill in a little bit up here on the point. I'm just going to use my fingers. So there you go, guys. The tip of the wand, which we'll glue on again later. I'll put that over somewhere for now. Okay. Okay. This is not drying well. That it is. fill that in again and cross our fingers. Bless you.
Thank you.
Not better. Alright. Let's sand this side. And then fill this in. And this in. A lot to do still. Oh, and I have to fix this still too. Ah. Not too bad. Oh, this is going to need a lot of building right there. Alright. Going faster now, guys. Going faster. Need to have this ready to paint in less than 4 hours. inside bits are so annoying. We're almost there. Almost there. See, we're almost there. We can do it. There we go. Nice and fairly smooth. And you know the drill by now. Back to the wood filler. And a bit of water. Points here. All right, we're making progress. We're nearly done with the sanding for now. Although I will have to do a little bit more before I prime this for paint. Man, this makes the sharpest points. It's one thing that's working today. Oops. Go, nice sharp corner right there. I'm going to work over the workspace, not over my lab. It's got a few little bits to fill in here. It got a bit curved. I am about ready for a snack. Bit much on there, but oh well, if I can make it work, it's fine. I hear a dog barking and the puppies are quiet. Good babies. Alright, getting all the outside bits first, and then we'll move on to the inside. That one looks pretty good. I really need to figure out this whole music situation. It's so quiet. Ah! Too rough. I was too rough. Alright, I've rebuilt that perfect point I had going. Gotta be more careful. It's not like I haven't broken enough parts of this wand already today. Stealing my drink? That's okay. forged into something here. I think it was on this side. The chat recommended that we try Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh.
When we run out of something to watch again.
Okay.
I think Chris liked that one.
Uh-huh.
Ugh. There's so many divots to fill on the inside of this. We can do this, you guys. We can finish this. I believe in the you that believes in me. Assuming you do believe in me.
Yep, I do believe in you.
Oh, thank you, honey. Got that filled in. This one's not so bad. Must have done this side first. This off because it's getting in the way. All the dried wood flowers getting in the way. Are you in a dungeon right now?
Yeah.
Okay. He's playing some Blade and Soul. think that might be good enough. You know, guys, might be good enough. Alright, next bit. Alright, this head looks pretty good. A little bit in there. Although, who's gonna see right there, honestly? Honestly. And a little smidge right there to make sure that the styrofoam is fully protected. Because remember, spray paint eats styrofoam. So you want to make sure that you get your styrofoam completely protected with glue and or wood filler. Lots of divots in here. I'm trying to work a little bit more quickly so that I can finish this, so that I can have a snack, because I am determined not to have a snack until I'm done with this stage. I'm gonna have to come back later on and sand a little bit more, but not too much. Alright, I think I'm just gonna leave this bit up here rough since it is supposed to be wood. Although there are some deep bits, so I'm gonna fill it in a little. Oh right, I didn't wet it. That's good enough. Oh, this handle though. I think I might just need to paint the lines onto the handle that are supposed to be there because I don't want to carve them in.
It's fair.
You know?
Yeah.
I just don't want to carve those lines into this handle right now. It's already delicate. I don't want to do it.
Yep.
But I am going to have to apply a little bit more wood filler to that handle to help support the crack. Looking pretty good though, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
Aside from the missing piece.
Yeah.
Oh, such sadness.
Feels like painting that, then stick it in.
I think so.
That'd be good.
Get a little bit of wire or something. Well, actually, the next time you have a minute, if you can grab me, cut off like 2 inches of that wire we have down in the garage.
Okay.
Thank you. Because I need something to reinforce that tip because it's not going to stay now. Alright. Trying to move quick without ruining anything else is hard. It's hard, you guys. But we can do it if we try. Maybe. Thank you. Yeah. Alright. Good enough for now. Where did I break this? Right there. lot to pick up later. Make sure I don't break it even more.
Careful.
Trying, failing, but trying. Alright, you guys, let's glue that tip on, and then that is going to be the end of this stream, so that I can clean up, get a snack, and let this stuff dry enough that I can sand it just a little bit more. Now, I know you gave me a piece of wire, and I've already, there it is, so I've already forgotten where you put it. Go. Oh, damn it, that curved. Whoops. Failure. Failure. Alright. Will I be okay? I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Steadily making progress towards a rage quit right now. Oh no, I've exposed the styrofoam! Maybe that'll be enough, I don't know. I just can't win right now. I just can't. Alright. Let's at least finish this up. Glue on everything. that in there. Get some glue on this too. Now, which way did this go? This way, I believe. Alright, my fervent hope right now is that the glue will dry enough that I can apply more wood filler to that chunk in about an hour or so. Because it's never going to line up quite properly again. So I'm going to have to hide it. Alright, you guys. Let me get the white balance or exposure, whatever, back up. Thanks again for joining me. I'm Heavenly Hedgehog. I hope you had a good crafternoon. For me, that's a bit debatable. But I think that I'm going to be able to finish this in time for paint tonight. So you can catch me again at 7 p.m. over on Gigantic Cosplay.
Bless you.
Oh, excuse me. Allergies. Yay! Again, that's 7 p.m. over on Gigantic Cosplay with Tumblr, aka Short Bus Super... With Tumblr? Wow! With Timber! aka Short Bus Superhero. I need a snack. You guys have a good afternoon.